So begins another day. Ba-da-ba. And I'm determined to make this day my last one. Not that I want to play, not that I want this game to be not around anymore, because I like it, but I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission. Although I don't really know how much game's left. I don't know. My best reference is the map. And just a general sense of how complete my stuff feels based on the impression given to me by the tools given. Which the giant gap here remains this fucko, the Dark Bramble, who still isn't even colored in even though I was there. Because I didn't accomplish a single thing. Good job, me. More to do with the Ember Twin, huh? Sunless City. Then I might travel to the solar system in pursuit of a signal from something older than the universe itself. They named the source of this signal the Eye of the Universe. Oh. Oh, that was a new message indicator, not a you have more to do here indicator. I don't know how much I have to do on Ember Twin. I probably still... One of the big things is I need to try to survive jumping through the spiky room. And of course there's the Ash Twin project that needs to be dealt with. It's like that. Giant nightmare hole is a thing. But yeah, that's the main thing. Jump through the cactuses to get there, probably. Figure out when I want to deal with the Ash Twin project, which might be the end of the game. It's really hard to tell. It's scary. I don't want to touch the stuff there until I have to, because that is seemingly what's upholding my immortality cycle, and that seems dangerous to play with. Then there's the Quantum Moon, and then there's Giant Steep's core. So I still have 4 major locations, potentially, that I need to figure out. Not even counting the Dark Bramble. But I don't know how to get in Giant's Deep. And my genius idea was like, maybe I started last session with my genius idea of like, I'm gonna turn my computer off. Not my computer that I'm playing the game on, but I mean like, I was thinking like Artemis and Pulsar Lost Colony and various spaceship simulator games I've played where I'm like, I'll just turn off power. Maybe that's how you get to the electric barrier, is you just disable your ship and life support and everything and just go dark and drift through the barrier, and then you can turn it all back on again or something. That seemed like a clever idea. You can't do that. That's not a feature in this game. You can't power down your ship. That's not a button, as far as I can tell at least. So that was a bad idea. When I was brainstorming how to do that, or just sort of searching the ship for that feature that I was sure existed that didn't exist, I found the eject button, and I'm like, oh, that could almost work. Maybe I have to comically eject myself into the core, which is an incredibly dangerous move, but maybe you eject yourself out. But I couldn't find a way to press the eject button while still sitting in the chair, which I'm baffled by. The only thing I can think is that maybe if you crash yourself in such a really specific way that you're actually screwed, then they give you an eject button so you can create an alternate exit out of the ship. Which is still a problem for you at that point, because in that you're still stranded at that point, but whatever, it's a 22-minute cycle, I guess. But I thought I could eject myself into the core. I'm like, that's a low power solution too, right? I'll just be me physically projectiling into it. But I can't press it while I'm in the chair, which means I can't really go with it. So what happens is that the lid of the ship just takes off without you and you get dumped into space. I'm like, I can jump out of a ship, but I don't think I want to swim to the core of Giant's Deep. I don't think that's the solution. Or at least I don't want to try that solution because it sounds really scary, because I don't want to be in open water as a floaty man on his own. That's a bad feeling. Speaking of bad feelings, Dark Bramble. I have a plan. Yep. So I was admittedly fairly blinded by fear. Hey, Quantum Moon, how you doing? Bye, Quantum Moon. See you later. God! Gravity. It's scary. There's the Quantum Moon again. Man, I wonder how long it would have taken me to notice the Quantum Moon if it wasn't pointed out by the game. Surely, I mean, sooner or later I'd be like, that's not the Atarock. I actually don't remember if I first noticed it because of me noticing it in some way, or if it was the game pointing it out. I don't know, they mentioned it really early, like immediately. Like, I think I heard about the quantum moon before I even left the planet. In like a nominal way, at least. So something fucky is happening here, right? Oopsie. I always overshoot this shit. I think I'm safe out here. I don't think anything's happening to me. Go, 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 go. Go. There we go. Realign autopilot, please. It's... So for those that don't know, if you're used to playing like GTA or whatever, and any racing game, or driving a car, I guess, you're used to pressing the accelerator in some way while you're heading towards the location you're going to. And that's because you're fighting inertia and gravity and resistance and so on, so moving objects on Earth always slow down over time. But in space that doesn't happen, which makes the driving controls really counterintuitive, because while you're driving around, instead of being constantly fighting a resistance, you're instead just doing this. Like you just keep accelerating, and I don't think your speed's even shown much of anywhere on the screen. It's just shown, like when you lock onto a thing, it says your speed compared to that thing right now, basically, is what it tells you. That's the main thing. Whoa. Oh, I'm locked onto the interloper. That's what it's doing. Jesus, calm down. Okay. Anyway, here's my plan. So last time fear took over and I couldn't really think about the situation critically. I just was like, fuck it, let's do it. And I kind of just thought I'd stumble upon what to do. But instead, something really fucky is going on here. Because this is like a really small planet. Look at this thing. It's just a little thing. The hole I go through is like the donut hole of the donut. Like, that's how big the hole is. But something really weird's going on where this is like a TARDIS. And it's really big inside, and that freaked me out. So I thought when I went in, I was just gonna like see stuff, like it was gonna be like the inside of Brittle. I should pause the game so I don't use it my entire day speaking. I thought that the inside of this planet was gonna be like the Brittle guy. What's he called? Whatever. The Brittle planet has a black hole in the inside. Where I'm like, oh, you look around, and there's like an inside dome, and maybe there'll be like an escape pod here, or the anglerfish fossil that Feldspar is clearly hanging out in would be over there, or something like that. No, I didn't see shit. Instead, I saw like an infinite cavern thing. So the Dark Bramble seems to have TARDIS properties where it distorts time and space or something, and it's impossibly huge inside, because that's just not how big the thing in front of me is. But also, so that means I need to track stuff. And that means I need to figure out where the hell they are, which is a problem. And I need to avoid the anglerfish as best as I can. They have set up the idea that the anglerfish is blind repeatedly. So that should mean that hopefully if I don't touch the anglerfish and I don't make noise, maybe it won't come after me, which is a problem because the only way to move is to make noise, because I'm a spaceship. I use thrusters. So I don't know how I'll do that. That's necessarily, but that's a thing. I'm still nervous as shit. I'm exposed now. I've seen the thing, so much like an Outlast or Subnautica and so on. Exposure helps. I know what I'm dealing with somewhat now, so at least it's less scary. But it's still, I'm still not. I felt my confidence really diminish the moment I got here. Still, but here's my trick. We've set up repeatedly how to find an escape pod, because this is where escape pod 3 is supposed to be. I forget. One of the 3 escape pods is supposed to be in here, and Feldspar is supposed to be in here. So, yep. Two of them are lined up right now. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Fuck me. Fuck me. Maybe the music will calm me down. Ha 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 ha. God, slow down. What? There is something weird going on here. The moment I got in here, that happened. Uh... I hate this. I want to meet Feldspar. I don't... This is like a really well-crafted horror scenario, and I don't like it. Every movement could get me killed that I make. I also don't know if Feldspar's location is safe. There could be a bad thing there. So he's in that one. I'm trying to move as little as possible. Fuck. Is he gonna get further away again? I'm off alignment. Come on, Feldspar. Oh, if I could knock this out in one go, then I could potentially be done with this place. And I would love that. Please, no monsters. I just warped. The whole screen clearly changed. Shit. This is the Lost Woods. I just realized. If this is Majora's Mask, this is the Lost Woods, or the swamp, or whatever, in that game. Which might... Was that called the Lost Woods 2? I don't remember. They used the Lost Woods mechanic again. You have to do the right combination of directions. Following the trick that place provides you with that allows you to navigate said place. It's just like the Lost Woods. They give you a trick mechanic that lets you find your way through. It's just, in addition to being a series of teleporting nonsense dimensions, it's also full of a horrible Subnautica monster that does not add to the experience for me. I mean, I guess it adds to the experience, technically, just not in a way I would ever choose to put myself into. I don't know how fast, I don't know how much I can get away with sound-wise, so I'm afraid to accelerate towards it. So we're just gonna be looking at a number slowly tick a lot today. I haven't seen one yet, and that's a good feel. But any of these shapes could kind of be one, because I'm not looking directly at them. These appear to be roots that have thorns on them. It seems like looking directly to light is your best call. But that's the anglerfish problem, right? Because that light could be Feldspar, or it could be the anglerfish. So, my first impression was to stay away from the fucking lights, but instead going towards the lights is your goal, because the fucking lights could be the distress beacon or Feldspar instead of just being an anglerfish thing. Okay. What the fuck do I do here? Shit. That's not... Okay, you can do a better job than that. No. Shit. Ah. Shit. I sure hope there's not one around here. So it turns out I was chasing a fucking portal I can't fit through. But he's somewhere over here. I don't want to start this process over. This is a planet designed by Satan, and I say that having already been to the submerge yourself in the ocean planet. Oh god, now it's saying that both of them are in this direction. It's gonna make it a little harder for me to tell which one I'm going for. There he is. Why did I have to move the other waypoint to overlap with it? That's a problem for me. So at the very least, I think I've learned that red equals bad. Because I went to the red one and it was full of these bastards. Okay, we're making decent pace. We're halfway done with it, maybe. I don't know, I'm halfway closer to one of them. The fucking duplicate signal had to go and be in the same direction. So now, I'm a little confused. But that one's not getting closer. So maybe I can ignore the large number. I don't know. Watch there be one, like, right there. If I can crash into the inside of the ruin, I should be safe, right? Because they can't fit in there, I hope. Or maybe they were nice and made the final zone around the dude clear of enemies. I mean, he's survived for this long there, so you would think that maybe there's not dudes right there. If anything, the saving grace seems to be that following this rule for traversing the area seems to have resulted in me not seeing one at all. Ah, that's the one. That's the big dead dude, right? Yeah, there's trees inside. Okay. Maybe if I just follow this rule, I don't have to see the monsters at all. I'm gonna lull myself into a false sense of security, and then I'm gonna be terrified of what happens when I go after the other thing, aren't I? Because here's one problem. Feldspar is alive. Other guys I'm looking for, probably not alive. Which means that there's no promise about their current safety. Okay. Well, that's a terrible collision. Fuck it. I'm here. Hey, bastard. You're hard to get to. And you look like... Huh. These are wildly divergent costumes, aren't they? Whoa. Where'd you come from? No one's come here in... well... ever, actually. That makes you the second Hearthian to ever reach Dark Bramble. After me, of course. Well done. Say, it's you. They made you an astronaut? You haven't blown yourself up yet. Good for you. Oh. Oh. Feldspar, you're alive. You never were the brightest hatchling, were you? Yeah, that's right, I'm alive. Been camping out here since my ship, you know, crashed violently. You crashed, but you're the greatest pilot in Hearthian history. I haven't lived in polite society for a while, so I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that wasn't sarcasm. My story goes like this. I just finished exploring the core of Giant's Deep. Okay, so you've already She's already been there. Damn it. So he's the... He might have done so much of what I've done already, except he didn't have a translator, I guess. But he figured out how to get to the Cora's Giant Deep, which is good news for me. But also, I'm like, someone's already been there. And I just wanted to try my hand at the Dark Bramble, seeing as no one had been before. Getting around in Dark Bramble was easy, mind you. Once you dodged one massive interdimensional vine bristling with thorns, you dodged them all. But after a while, I run into this huge anglerfish. You seen them? Big, gnarly things. And this was the biggest one I've ever seen. I pull a few stunts, try to shake the thing off, nothing too fancy. I'm going full speed when the fish clips me, knocks me into a vine, and... well, like I said, I crash. Blammo! On impact, my ship starts making noises, like it's coming apart from the inside. And I think, that ain't great. Sure enough, I barely get out of there before the electrical system starts sparking like crazy. It's either move fast or die unpleasantly, so I had to put a little distance between me and my poor, fried ship. I camped out near where I crashed at first. I found the skeleton later. Great find. Would have been stupid not to use it. So I moved my setup here and planted my emergency tree seeds. Been here ever since. Wow. Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, that's how it all went down, hatchling. Story's over, but feel free to stay and enjoy the fire a while. Or don't, fire's not going anywhere. Anything else you wanted? He's so casual about having been stranded here forever and like not... shouldn't he be like, hey, I'm rescued, I'm getting in your ship. Like he's all like, whatevs, I'm gonna hang out. And these are, the people in this crew are weird. You reached the core of Giant's Deep. How'd you do it? Giant's Deep's core, huh? That was a wild one. But since you're asking, I gotta assume you haven't made it down there yourself yet, right? If I tell you how. It kinda feels like cheating. On a completely unrelated note, that sure was a big, hollow vine my ship crashed into, yep. That sure was a big, hollow vine my ship crashed into. If I were you, I'd go take a walk and see where it ends. If you want to go to the tail end of this anglerfish skeleton here and look for a flickering light in the fog, that'll be my old ship. Path starts there. So he won't tell me I have to go earn the information by finding it on his old ship. Jesus. You really don't care about, like, your impending doom very much, do you? Anyway. Let's have one signal. What? No? There's no duplicate. Oh, that's a duplicate signal for my ship. That's confusing. Huh. Anyway. I just wanted to have a clear scout location that's actually right here for when I return. There you go. We're all lit up. That'd be like cheating. Dude, you could be dead. Why are you just hanging out? I can save you. Hey, hatchling, pull up a marshmallow stick. Come to hear tales of my exotic exploits, have you? Alright. Or heroic exploits? I don't know why I said exotic. Where's your ship? Not far from here, as a matter of fact. If you go straight past the tail of this anglerfish skeleton here, you'll see a flickering light in the fog. Follow that and you'll find my old ship. What's left of it, anyway. You said walk. Yeah, there's a flicker out there. What happened to this anglerfish? Oh, the skeleton? It was like this when I got here. Near as I can tell, this anglerfish must have been chewing that vine and eaten a seed, and the seed grew in the poor fish's stomach until this happened. Gross, huh? The skeleton was a good find. The light keeps the fish away, you know. See, they're territorial, so they mostly avoid each other. That's why I set up camp here. That's interesting. The light keeps them away. I wonder if having my headlights on while drifting slowly and not making noise might have led to them not coming after me because of that. Where should I explore here? That's the spirit. Anywhere is good, but you should know that space is weird here, intensely. Ever tried throwing your probe into one of these weird seeds? See there, with a little opening? It's just big enough to launch one through. Your probe tracker will tell you the probe is in 2 places at once, but I don't think that's wrong exactly, because space doesn't work right in here. The seed looks small, see? But inside is bigger. Much bigger. I've had a lot of time to think about this, and my theory is space in Dark Bramble kind of expands as you go through each sphere. That's why it's bigger inside those seeds. Well, that's my theory. Keep in mind while you're exploring Dark Bramble. Maybe you won't be lost inside forever. Yeah, I found you already. I think I have it figured out somewhat. Good luck! Shouldn't I tell ground control to come get you? Well, yeah, sure, whenever you have the time. Frankly, I kind of like it out here. Quiet. Peaceful-ish. You're a little young to understand, but it's a lot of pressure being the best that ever was. Been nice to have a break. Yeah, sure. Of course. This place is fucky, though. Let's see. I found something. I found a dark bramble seed on timber hearth. That's bad business, hatchling. As Chert will tell you, if you so much as glance in Dark Bramble's direction, there used to be a 5th planet where the bramble is now. This infernal plant appeared at the center and kept growing, and growing, and growing, until it shattered the planet and scattered its pieces across space. If we don't get that seed you found sorted real quick like, I suspect Timber Hearth will be heading toward the same fate. And I tell you what, we Hearthians have overcome far too much to be done by some worthless seed. Yeah, so maybe you should, maybe it's a good time to, you know, stop your retirement, come back and help with stuff. Because he doesn't know we're in a 22-minute loop. I found my writing saying Anglerfish are blind. Aha! So the blasted things do have a weakness. Meaning my fly as fast as I can approach to dealing with them could have used a bit more thought behind it. At least I'm not alone. See, my previous mistake is justified because it's literally what the best pilot in the universe did. Ah, well. At least they didn't eat me. All's well that ends well, eh, hatchling? Yeah. All's well that ends well. Fuck. How far away is it?